Hello, it's Darcy Loma, and we just finished another free workout in the Thoughtfully Fit Gym on getting control of your calendar and sometimes the chaos in your calendar. And if you missed it and you have any chaos in your life and your calendar, we wanted to give you a quick recap, a shorter version of the workout so that you can take some of the key foundations on how to take control and thoughtfully calendar your life with you today. And I have my colleague Jill Miller to help us do that.
Hey, Darcy. Yes, it was a great workout today, on a great topic, because who doesn't have a little bit of chaos in their calendar, or maybe a whole lot of chaos? So we looked at this idea of calendar blocking, which is the concept that you create some structure in your calendar based on your priorities and then also your own strengths. It's not possible for everybody to go at 55 miles per hour all day long, no matter how much coffee you have. And so getting clear on what it is that you know about yourself and what your priorities are helps give you control of that calendar. Not only does it give you that control, but it really helps with predictability of your calendar. So if you know, okay, it's lunchtime, I'm eating lunch. After lunch, I'm doing this consistently every day, makes a huge difference to just make it easier in your day. Work is hard enough. Don't add calendar chaos to the complexity of it. And finally, the other benefit is just having less task switching. So instead of going from this obligation to this meeting to working on this and then checking email and then working on this a little bit more and checking on email a little bit more, you can focus just on one task at a time during that block in your calendar. And so we looked specifically at 3 different types of hours. And so if you take one thing away here today, I want you to think about when you have these different types of hours during your day. So the first type of hour are fuel hours. These are the things that you need to do in order to do your best work. For example, I need time at the start of my day just to look at my calendar, to look at my to-do list, look to see if there's any fires currently burning in my email box. I need that time in my morning before I can tackle anything else. And literal fuel, I need lunch. That's just something I know about myself. I used to, a long time ago, be able to skip lunch. Can't do it anymore. Darcy, how about you? What are some of your fuel hours?
Yeah, I know I need a workout. I need to know that fuels me. I get energized, and if I don't have that in my calendar, I'm not able to do my best work.
And so often when we do calendar analysis, what we see, people don't put their fuel hours in their calendar. And what I see Darcy's calendar, Darcy's workout is in there. And as a team, we know you do not schedule over Darcy's workout. You don't do it. Same with me. You don't schedule over my lunch. And so it's important to put those fuel hours in there just as you would any other meeting. The next type of hour then is power hours. And we're going to look at this from 2 different angles here. The first one is, when do you know you do your best work? So Darcy, I'm going to throw that question to you. When in your day do you know this is when I'm at the top of my game?
So in general, it's the morning, but it's also anytime. So what it's not, what I know now is at the end of the day, I might have time on my calendar, but my energy is done. My brain is full. But if I go and do a workout in the afternoon, it sort of re-energizes me. So I was going to say a power hour is after a workout as well. And sometimes I'll strategically put those in because I know that'll give me a boost and it'll increase my power hour.
Yeah. And so recognizing, when do you do your best work? And it's not a personal failing. It's not that you need to figure out how can you have all of your power hours all day long. It's not possible. Just like you can't run at a 100-yard dash speed all day long. You got to figure out how to pace yourself. So getting clear on, okay, when are my power hours? And then also getting clear on, what am I going to do during that time? Because when you're at your best, when you're at the top of your game, focus on the tasks that require your best, that require you to be at the top of your game. The other side then of this is recovery hours. Recovery is necessary in a workout. Sometimes recovery days are necessary. And recovery in this sense, we're not saying put your feet up, take a nap, watch some Netflix. The idea,
or maybe you do.
maybe you do, absolutely. That I know Netflix is fuel for me.
Yeah.
But the recovery hours are when you have that less energy. It's not saying that you're not going to do anything, but just that, okay, I'm not at the top of my game. I'm not thinking at my best right now. So I'm going to take care of some of those more mundane tasks, some of the more check off tasks, doing expense reports, taking care of some of those emails that have just been sitting in your box for a while that just need that quick reply. So getting clear on when are your recovery hours, and then again, what are you going to do during that time? And so those are the 3 types of hours. That's a place to start to consider, when do you want to have fuel hours? When do you want to have power hours? When do you want to have recovery hours? You're not going to get it right 100% of the time. That's not the goal. The idea is to be aware of when are your power hours so you can schedule accordingly. When are your recovery hours so you can schedule accordingly? And then when you let other people know, okay, this is typically how I'm going to try to schedule my day, and bonus, ask them when their power hours and recovery hours are. That's when you can really be leveraging your strengths as a team.
And that's everything that we focus on in the Thoughtfully Fit Gym, is how to give you the tools to be able to handle your obstacles and live in a thoughtful way, to be intentional. And so for today, bottom line is to take control, focus on what you control. If you're listening to this and saying, well, yeah, Darcy, you don't know the people in my life and my colleagues and my clients and vendors and family, they're constantly putting stuff. I could never take control of my calendar because it's out of control. Yeah, that's all the more reason that you need to focus on what you control and what are your choices here and how do you communicate what your boundaries are and what your preferences are in a thoughtful way. So if you are intrigued with the Thoughtfully Fit Gym, we have a couple of free workouts every month. We would love to have you join us. It's a great way to connect with other people and to get a workout in without breaking a sweat. We also have memberships, Thoughtfully Fit Gym memberships for organizations where your whole team, your whole staff can come in and do workouts, live video workouts, and also on demand workouts. So if you're curious about that, reach out and talk to us. Just like you can't train for a marathon in one workout, you can't eat a week's worth of food in one sitting. You can't focus your professional development in a one-day training or going to a 1-hour lunch and learn. It takes consistent training and practice. So we thank you so much for joining us today and wish you the best in taking control of your calendar chaos.